Ultimately, you are a product of your environment. You are a product of who you surround yourself with and the messages you surround yourself with. Because I don't want to seem heartless at all. I want to show that I do have a big heart for you, but I'm telling you right now, you're spending your time on bullshit that doesn't help your business. If today you've been consistently watching all the stuff about the plane crash, you are losing money. You ain't changing shit. They've all died. They've all died. God rest their soul, everything else. Let's not let your business die in the meantime. There ain't a damn thing you can do about it. But it's the typical car crash, train crash, plane crash. You can't help but look. So for an awful lot of real estate agents, those distractions that are happening, if you're watching the Fed meetings, if you're watching the stock market crash, if you're watching the whatever, not only is it bad for your own mindset and the actions you're going to take, it's also going to plant a little seed as to what you think is actually happening. You know what changes that? Changing the message that you're receiving, allowing different information into your mind so you can be a winner, so you can do very, very well in the real estate business and you're taking action accordingly. But if you think nothing's working and everything's horrible and so many agents are leaving the business, if you think that's a bad thing rather than the greatest thing you've ever had as long as you've been a licensee, you're not going to take action accordingly because you should be raking it in right now. So let me look in the chat here. You guys should be able to see that link right there. Go ahead and click on that because I'm going to ask you guys questions in the chat and it's going to disappear. There will be hundreds of you that are commenting here. So go ahead and click on that. Just open it in another window. Let it sit there. If I start talking in the other window, just hit pause. So I want to ask you a question here. What do you think the biggest problem is for real estate agents right now? We know there's a lot of home sitting. We know that there's a lot of price reductions that are starting to happen. We know there's an adjustment that's happening right now. We know mortgage rates are where they are and home prices are where they are, and the social media makes it even worse and all the crap that's out there. Again, the more that you're watching, the more disgusting information you receive. So as an example, over the last couple of days here, not sure if you've seen this or not, but there's all this crap about the new president signed this thing that stops food stamps for people and they're not going to be able to feed their kids. Total bullshit created on TikTok that never actually happened, but people believe it to be true because they saw videos about it, because lots of people are talking about it. Like we could make up something right now. We could say home prices crashed 50% last night, and that stuff's going to go out everywhere, and everybody's going to believe it to be true, and they're going to take actions accordingly, even though it's total BS. So my question for you is, what do you think is the problem with the real estate business right now? Like what would need to change in order to get a little bit of a rebound and that type of thing? Let me know in the comment section here. What do you think are some of the things that are holding us back? And there might be multiple answers, by the way. What do you think are some of the things that are probably standing in the way? You've talked to sellers, you've talked to buyers, you've talked to leads that don't want to do anything right now. What do you think the biggest problems are? Tell me what your opinion is. Tell me what you've seen in the streets, out there in the trenches, doing what we do every day. What have you seen are the issues here? Low inventory, obscurity, meaning not enough people know you. An interest rate that doesn't start with a 5, totally agree with that. Agents need to know how to educate the buyers and sellers, not standing out, no inventory. Again, fear mongering, huge problem. The oldest man in the world is 117 years old right now. He was born in 1908. 1908. He's 117 years old. He's seen 3.5% mortgage rates one time in his life. Can you imagine if he waits? Can you imagine if you wait until it comes back again? I don't think in the 1800s it was ever at 3%. I know it wasn't in the 1900s or the 2000s. You really think it's come? Here's what has to happen, another black swan event. Here's what has to happen, a worldwide pandemic where everything is shut down and it's illegal to go outside. Gatherings of more than 10 people are illegal. You will be arrested if you go outside. Essential people are allowed to go to work. Non-essential people are not allowed to. That's what you're waiting on? There's an awful lot of people that are dealing with that and still haven't gotten over. By the way, guys, COVID was 5 years ago. It was in 2020. It continued, but it was in 2020. It was COVID-19 because it happened at the end of 2019. That's literally why it was called that. So I want you to start thinking about, we talked a little bit about this yesterday, those of you that were on that training. Me as a coach, my job is to make sure I've got your mental mindset where it needs to be and your action plan where it needs to be. What you're doing every single day needs to be designed to spur business for you. So if I'm sitting at home and I'm struggling financially and my credit card bills are going up, worried, I got a closing that's getting ready to fall out of contract, all of the trap we have, the NAR crap, really everything you see in the chat, I hope you guys understand, real estate agents were proven guilty, liable in the court of law for conspiring to fix commissions. This settlement was after we were proven liable. Doesn't matter if you agree with it or not, because I damn sure don't. That's what actually happened, and that's what the public sees. We were shown to be conspiring. Now, I know how hard it is to even get 6% for an awful lot of agents, particularly in your own marketplace. But that's what the market believes. And then it was our fault home prices went up. It was that commission structure that made home prices go up. It was the interest rates that made all of the prices go up. All of these issues that aren't really what the real problem is, but it's the mental trash that people are seeing out there, that they believe everything they see. How many times do you see, what do they call it, the deep fake AI? You'll see like Brad Pitt naked and his naked photos were leaked and everything else, and it's not even real. Like, people believe, if they see it, they believe it to be real. Well, in a social world, someone's opinion starts to take off, and it has to be proven by Snopes that it's fake. So what we have to do, me as your coach, I have to get your mental mindset in the right direction, that first of all, you are going to make a freaking fortune. It's not going to be survival mode. But secondly, what niche makes the most sense for you? What niche is least affected by home prices that may go up or may go down, mortgage rates that may go up or may go down, economic differences, stock market up, stock market down, Republican president, Democratic president, any of the other crap that people think has anything to do with housing. It all comes down to consumer confidence. What do you think you need to be working with?
Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.